Hi, welcome to Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. Welcome back, presented by Arbitrary Hero. I am your Dungeon Master Cameron, and I am here to run a game of Waterdeepdragonheist for my friends. Say hello, friends.
Hello,
friends.
We are picking things back up in Waterdeep. It is Marpenoth the first day of the month. It is also the winter solstice in a faraway land. So, of course, some of the magic peoples are holding a gala to celebrate. Let's go around. We're excited for a party and see what everyone is most excited for at this gala. First, the defender of his group being thrown for a furry loop. The fighting wolfman, it's our master of battle, Rolan. Rolan, when you think party, what gets your juices going?
Appetizers, free appetizers.
Oh, they're gonna be on point
the
too.
little cocktail weenies. He's all about that.
Bacon wrapped shrimp.
Yeah, rich people do some weird shit, but they know how to have free, tiny portioned appetizer meals. I'm gonna have like 11 of them.
There's gonna be foie gras. There's gonna be caviar. There's gonna be all of the animal bits you could ask for.
For sure.
She's started a brand new church. Her baby god. She will not allow you to besmirch. Her psychic blades will protect you. It's the dark angelic rogue Alu. Alu, you are not like unaccustomed to hobnobbing it, especially when you've been casing joints in the past. You might have invited yourself to a party here and there to check out the manor. What's the part that you like the most about them?
I think that she most enjoys kind of assessing people, and she likes the idea of being present and yet being unnoticed. So like just glamorous enough to like fit, but not so glamorous that she attracts attention. And she just feels like all these other people, they're just kind of dumb because she just goes in and out of the parties.
People watching without being noticed. So she's on her like perv game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Once I was but a man named Wilhelm Swingpike. His whole thing, I mean, he just loves mingling. He loves meeting new people. He loves
schmoozing.
Really just like waylaying people with his newest script. It is Holly Reese would definitely know by now, like, if Wilhelm gets started talking on a play he's working on, like, you've got time to go to the bathroom, you've got time to get some drinks, like, he's not going to stop. The clever trap maker of his new home, Waterdeep's favorite little inventing gnome, he'll save the day with what's in his pocket, the future mad magical artificer Sprocket. Spev, Sprocket, Spackle, Stick, you kind of bring the life to the party yourself in some ways. What's your favorite part about them?
I think he's usually a pretty jazzed like person in crowds. But most of the time he spends most of his time in the actual like workshop and working. And he's usually like full tinkering mode all the time, and that's one of the really rare times he comes out of his shell and actually talks and be like, all right, we'll put down the tools and actually kind of interact. And he'll find anyone who will listen to him about what projects he's working on as well.
I like it. I also imagine, does Sprocket, like, especially if this is a nicer place, like they've got magical defenses, if he's in his mind palace where he's like looking for ideas, is he like looking at the security systems like, oh, interesting, you've got some hellhounds?
If they have like a fancy elven grandfather clock, he will try to like take it apart a little bit to see.
Yeah.
But also, yeah. Definitely check out the fancy stuff.
Awesome. Are you going to break dance for us? Rocket feels like he's a break dancer.
I feel like he does the robot.
Yeah. I'll let everyone can dance once we get time. It'll be either a performance or an acrobatics
if we want
check.
to.
We
can
get
also
there.
leave our friends behind.
Yeah. Blowing up trees and buildings like a dragon, broke but still carrying more cash than an armored wagon. To defy her magic would be folly. The future-sighted wizardess Holly. Holly Rees go delicately. You are familiar with the high society party, the gala.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What goes through your mind when you think of like this kind of familiar territory?
So she's excited that she's gonna be seeing people that are of her status for a little bit. She's
Is there any bit of nervousness that comes from her personal finances not being in the same state they used to be? They're worried about people whispering.
She doesn't want anyone to find out, but she's kept everything very hush-hush. Like,
Your
she's really
mom
trying to keep the lid on
has
it.
not.
Okay, so then, yeah, there would be some nerves. But she's going to take it in stride, and she still knows that her family, when they throw parties, they're always the best. Like, no one's ever said a negative comment about Go Delicately soirees. So, she's going to be hella judgmental. The party may or may not be turning out.
Oh, you've got living ice sculptures? We did that last year.
Yeah, more or less. That's pretty much what it's going to be.
We had zombie undead ice sculptures.
Love it. He loves to swing his magical sword. With his wife's killer, he'd like to have a word. Mistaken for a drow now and then, it's the ranging wood elf Fen. Fen Merrick, parties were not something you were used to before Waterdeep, but now, like, you guys have gone to a couple, you host them at the tavern. Like, how's his mentality changed about parties over the weeks?
Or have they?
Open bar?
Oh, always. The fanciest of cognacs.
Then we are there with bells on.
Our current campaign is Waterdeepdragonheist, set in the City of Splendors. It is Marpenoth the First. Last time we played, you finally talked to the Stone of Golorr, which I do believe I need Holly Rees to roll me a D3 on to see how many charges you get back.
Yep.
You've already rolled your portents for the new day. You got 2 5s. Great rolls to give to your enemies.
A D3.
You learned from the Stone of Golorr. Now that it's all put back together, the 4th key is the Brightsword Scimitar. It is located somewhere in Paliset Hall. Yes. //R space 1D3.
Or you could just roll a D6 and 1 and 2 is 1.
Or you could do it right. You get 2 charges back. Hey, you're back at full charges. You learned that Paliset Hall is having a gala. You investigated. You got a contact there. You slept. You did some prep. It is the morning of the next day. There's a big breakfast out here. Rolan and Reggie helped prep it. It's go time when you get a knock at the front door.
All right. I guess Rolan will answer that.
Holly Rees is still prepping and primping.
Yeah, you open the door and you see Albert Potate come on in. He looks at you with a heavy wink and he's like, I'm just here for a quick bite and a drink before my work shift. And gives you another big wink.
Well, come on in, man. Pull up a seat.
He comes and joins you all, and he says, here are your invitations. And I put that in the Discord chat already. And he says, if you have it, you can cast Detect Magic to show the authenticity. But I also have something else for you. Someone reached out to me last night, and he gives you another letter.
Okay. Is that in a place where we can read it?
Yes.
It is now.
It is now. Let's see. All right. I guess
Rolan, you want to read it?
Okay. I, Dowell Harple, have sent my esteemed hedge wizard, Albert Patate, to lead you to the entrance of the Paliset Hall so that you may cross into the Feywild with great haste. The winter solstice is nearly upon us, and I fear evil forces are as well. My wife, the Archmage Penelope Harple, has not been herself of late. I believe something or someone is controlling her through a magic scimitar, which she acquired this year not too long ago. Zorhana enjoys the ornamentality of it, which she wears on special occasions, The blade is mightily powerful and seemed a boon at first, but a confrontation with some hags seems to have brought out or embedded malevolence into the sword. A few days ago, she removed the trophy from our vault and wore it during a dress fitting. Since then, she has been uncharacteristically cruel to the household staff. When I confronted her, she dismissed me out of hand, clutched the blade, and uttered something in a dreadful language I've never heard her speak before. All of her warmth is gone. When I look into her eyes, I can see the cold, spiteful woman staring back at me. I want you to steal the scimitar, which Penelope now refuses to remove. I can't safely do it myself. Albert will give you invitations to our Winter Solstice Gala at Paliset Hall. There will be other guests to distract Penelope while you figure out a way to remove the scimitar. Once we're rid of the necklace...
Oh, that
Albert
should be scimitar.
Okay. Once we're rid of the scimitar, Albert will deliver your reward. Interesting.
He says, yeah.
Your eternal reward.
It turns out Dowell's willing to pay. He's got some magic goodies. He's got a bag of tricks, a figurine of wondrous power, your choice between some gauntlets of ogre power or a quiver of Elhona. So it turns out like you don't really need to steal it from all of the Harpels.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Just the one. That's fine. We can do that.
Yeah. Albert downs his breakfast and says, well, I'm off. I'll see y'all at the place with the
Did
thing.
he just
Okay.
drink the ham and
Sounds
eggs?
good.
yeah, he just...
Just out of his spell bucket.
yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Potate.
Yeah.
Can we? Are you working tonight? Or can we request some help on the inside, or are you just? Okay.
He'll turn back around before he leaves and says, oh, I'm a constant gardener. And he gives you a big wink.
Always be gardening.
I don't know what that means. All right. Well, we'll see you later. Good farewell.
All right. Well, this is a relative relief. The fact that we were now going to get rewarded to do what we were already going to do in the first place.
Great.
So wonderful.
Well,
General M. Cook.
you do know what the sword looks like because you used legend lore. So he described it to you. It's like a crystalline scimitar. Glows faintly.
And she's going to be wearing it, so, that's going to stand out with her attire.
That is true.
She'll also notice the difference, I'm sure, once it's removed.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. Well, so there's no Indiana Jonesing it where you just switch it out real fast.
Maybe with the right magic or something.
That once increases by 2.
I mean, one of the spells I have, well, that won't work because I already have it, because we know what it looks like.
While you're talking, the street urchins, Nat, Squidly, and Jinx are taking turns climbing up Reggie's back and sliding down. And he's using his little legs to juggle him.
That's pretty cute.
Okay.
We got just kind of the whole day to kill before the gala tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have a day to prep whatever you might need. There, you see, there's the invitations have specific text on them. You've been given 5 of them. Wilhelm doesn't have one, but he's going to hang out here and manage things. And in the Discord chat, I've shown what the text on the invitations is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. We need to do something about...
We need to get fancy clothes.
Nothing like a last-minute tailoring. Okay.
Holyroos says, if you guys need some options, I can give you some names of people I know.
I think Roland's going to go with, an old dress uniform.
Oh,
From him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just so, because that feels right for him, and also probably the only thing he really chooses to see is his fanciest getup.
Yeah, you want to make something fancy out of what you have, or you want to go buy some things to supplement it.
I think I'll try and MacGyver this as much as I can. But
Absolutely.
that's just Roland doesn't throw money at the problem. He tries to homebrew it as much as he possibly can.
Gotcha.
Sprocket's going to wear a little suit and a big cape to cover his armor when it's undeployed on his back. I just hope everyone thinks it's a hunch.
Yeah. Yeah, like, is there anything you want to do aside from, you can, if you want, you can give me performance checks to see how fancy your get-ups are. Is there anything else you want to do before the actual gala? You can head over there whenever you want, or we can skip forward like to that time, or if there's something else you want to do before you actually get there, let me know.
Do we have any methods of becoming invisible?
You do. I believe Sprocket and Alu can cast invisible or something, or maybe Sprocket and Holly.
I can cast a greater invisibility.
Oh, damn.
Myself
greater.
or a creature becomes invisible until the spell ends, and the spell is, well, I don't know, I guess up to 1 minute.
Yeah, your boy's got regular invisibility.
Okay. I'm thinking does anyone else have like some other thing to help with the stealing attempt?
I mean,
I can attempt to hide.
I have plus 13 in stealth.
Okay.
I
I've got-
have,
You know me, I've got.
And I had a disguise.
I also have
Out of disguise might not be a bad
if
idea.
this works, I have
I've got
a
pass
spell
without trace.
called Gaius,
Yes.
It's
which
a very good
allows me to
spell.
place a magical command on a
I have
creature.
a disguise kit.
So I'm thinking this could be like, depending on the elaborateness of the mounting of that scimitar, we send somebody in, stealthed up as much as possible, skilled up as much as possible. I'm thinking Alu for this, but just kind of do like a lift / like the housing of it on the belt, and then just take it away from there.
Do you want to get? You mentioned earlier trying to do a swap. Do you want to try and replace the scimitar? It won't. I mean, it won't pass like a look at it, but the weight of
No.
it could be similar.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I think it's, but
I don't think that's. I think once we have it, we should just exit.
yeah, and just
I don't think we should try to replace it with anything.
okay.
I don't think it's going to be
But
effective.
but I mean, if need be, like if I'm able to use the Gaius on her, I could get her to go outside of the gala.
You could just do that by talking to her.
Gaius, I think you could just make her give you the scimitar, right?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous one.
Yeah, I can place a magical command on a creature that I can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service. So what we could try that.
Yeah, try to separate her out and so friends don't see.
And while it's charmed by me, it will take 5d10 psychic damage every time it acts directly counter to my instruction.
I mean, if we feel like if we feel like we can pull that off, and she wouldn't be able to resist it.
Well, even if she tries to resist it, she'll take psychic damage.
I'm saying once it takes, but like, is there like a save for it? Like, could she just like throw it off immediately before it actually takes effect?
She has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw with
Okay.
a wisdom 17 or higher.
I think that's one of the spells that if it fails, it's like for a month they're under your control. It's something ridiculous, I think.
Yeah. Duration is 30 days.
Damn.
So we got to set that up to work as much as we can. Get a couple persuasion checks, get her
I
trusted.
feel like maybe we try that first.
Okay. I'm down. I've actually never used this spell before, so I'm actually really down to see how this works.
I've only
Here's
heard
a
it on
question though
podcasts.
for you, Holly.
What?
How often can you use it? Like if it lasts for 30 days, like how often can you use it? Can you release it and do it again on someone new? I'm just curious.
It's not concentration. You could, as long as you have 5th level spell slots, you could just keep casting it for as many slots as you have.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is what I'm asking.
It is good. I was also checking to see if it has a material component cost. It does not.
Wow.
Insane. Oh, it's such a good spell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you all want to do, or are we heading to the galley?
So my one idea is maybe like Sprocket's not really the kind of face man. So I don't know if maybe I can kind of get in and try to either work with some of the people in the back rooms or try to get like a back end job working in the kitchen or as part of the staff, just so in case we need backup.
I don't know that they'd hire someone right now, but you could. Well, you have 2 points of contact, right? You have Albert, and then Dowell himself hired you to do this.
Yeah.
You could just try and like find Dowell.
I don't hate that. Just touching base with him, see if he has any tips before we go in. If he's
I will say one of my concerns is if those wolves are still there and where they're going to be based.
They'll probably still be there.
Yeah. yeah. If we got to make a quick egress, we'll probably have to deal with them. I don't know.
You can open a portal, right? Sprocket.
I can't. No, I don't have that scroll anymore. That was a scroll from Jelzar.
And you never went back
after I wrecked his lab. I mean, I can go and be like, "Hey, buddy, I know I've been a shit, but
my ex who wrecked my lab. Hello.
Woke up and you wreck my lab."
Yeah.
No. So I maybe don't want to visit that one right now.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I like the gas ideas, but I'm willing to go just kind of undercover in the back rooms if we need any kind of support there. Because then I got my droids and stuff to watch.
Could always use a guy in the chair. You don't want to be like, directly mixing it up with us. I don't know.
Either way. Or even if we make contact with Davil and say like, oh, he just wants some more guards on retainer to make sure everything goes down smoothly. Maybe I can hang out with that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd to make contact with Dowell, you'd need to go to the party at this point, and then you can meet him there at the party.
Yeah, let's head to the party, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Once again, we are back at Paliset Hall. You come in. There's one.
Are these trees?
Where? Yes, like hedges.
All right, I'm just checking because Fenn's good with trees.
Yeah, you come in and you return to the fountain and patio that you saw before. You notice 2 things. One, the road that you take to Paliset Hall is straight on. There are 2 roads that go to the side, but they seem to fade out of existence. You see the wolves, the winter wolves. You see a carriage pulled by 2 unicorns manifest at the end of one of the roads and pull up. The unicorns kind of hang out. A satyr helps 3, it looks like 3 wealthy patrons get out, and they disperse inside the party. You see the wolves, and you see kind of the hall to explore, enter. but you approach and you find that you cannot go past the fountain. And you see that the unicorns, they pull out to the other side of the road. They pass through the winter wolves and then disappear on the other end of the road. You can't pass through the fountain, and the wolves look at you and they say invitations.
Tickets,
Holly Reese hands the invitations to them.
The wolf shakes his head and says, into the fountain.
Into the fountain?
Put the
All right.
invitation.
Fountain!
Not you, the wolf says in a panic.
Oh.
No, you idiots.
I climb down.
The invitations.
Oh, okay. Holly Reese puts the invitations in the fountain.
You put the invitation in the fountain, and the world flips upside down and then flips back over again, right side up, and you find yourself on the other side of the fountain now. And the wolf says, welcome to the Feywild, welcome to Paliset Hall.
Whoa.
Holly Reese says thank you, and then under her breath she's like, God, that's a little bit of an overkill, Penelope. Okay.
A little ostentatious.
Right. Like, God damn.
And Albie, I assume, is with you, Holly?
Yeah, he
Awesome.
is.
Yeah.
She got Albie a little nice
Little tuxedo.
fancy tuxedo and like a little fancy leash.
Cute.
Yeah. He's classy.
Yeah, so you've got these wolves. You see Philianis, the elf member of the Company of Crazed Venturers. She's kind of managing the wolves, it seems, and gives you a polite nod as she kind of gazes out onto the road. Now that you're on this side, Holly Reese, the road that led you from downtown Waterdeep here, that road ends kind of disappearing, and the two roads on the sides you see extend out. One goes out into a beautiful sun-kissed valley, and the other one goes out into a dark, giant mushroom forest.
Cool.
What's everyone else want to do?
Children, what are we doing?
Good question.
Are we your children? Is that what who you're talking
I was
to?
talking to the cats. Sorry.
Just a very apt question at the right time.
But but Holly Reese is also going to be like,
Is it?
guys, can you not embarrass me? Can you? Invitation.
He's talking to us or the cats?
You guys, that one she's directing to you.
Hard to keep it straight. Susan, come
I'm sorry, I
here.
missed it. Do we actually see the man in front of us, or do you just see these two paths, one in the mushroom forest, one in the golden field?
If you haven't put your invitation in and crossed over,
I'm the
you
only one
don't
who
see the
sees
paths.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
only see the paths.
I would absolutely follow too.
Yeah, so same thing. You don't see Waterdeep anymore, and you see these two paths. You've like crossed over into the Feywild, so these two roads are now real, and the Waterdeep road is no longer real.
Whoa. Okay. Cool.
How do we get back out?
Are you asking the wolves?
Like if we decide to leave.
If you ask the wolves, like in an emergency, what do we do to get back? They say the crossing will open back up after the winter solstice in Exandria has passed. But if you need an emergency exit, you can speak to the Lord and Lady. They can provide you one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you've all crossed over, unless anyone wants to do anything different, you're kind of free to wander around, to mingle, what all you want to do.
Holly Reese is going to go in. She doesn't care about the two paths right now, so she's just going to say to everyone, I'm going inside. Don't embarrass me. And for the love of God, don't touch anything.
Not even the little cocktail weenies?
She's just like, okay, have fun. And is gonna enter with Alvi.
Yeah, you can enter, and you see this first area, past the fountain and the patio, is a foyer. You see the front doors of the palace are made with stained glass with silver fractal patterns that grow and shrink on them. Garlands of frost wind around two spiral alabaster staircases in the grand foyer. These staircases here that lead up. You see they flakes of magical snow fall from the icicle covered ceiling, disappearing as they touch the floor. You see some guests mill about, chatting. There's some doors in this hallway. There's 3 sets of doors, and then you can go further into the what appears to be a small holding area, and then the grand hallway. Holly Rees, as you enter, you do see. Roll me a D8.
A D8.
With a 2, Holly Rees, someone notices you. A little halfling walks up and says, "Oh, are you Miss Holly Rees Godelicately of the Godelicatlies?"
Okay.
And Hilary says, "Yes, I am."
Takes off their hat, gives a deep bow. Verano Honeywell's the name. I'm reporting on the gala for the Waterdeep Wazoo. Can you speak to how you were able to attend the gala despite your recent financial misfortunes?
Holly Rees takes a deep breath and keeps a neutral face. And she says, she pulls a mom from Arrested Development, so her only response is, "I don't understand the question and I refuse to answer it," and then walks away.
Okay, yeah. You walk up, yep. Yeah, if you continue onward, the next little area, this is a little coat check. There's a satyr. He introduces himself. He says, "Hello, ma'am. I'm working coat check today. My name is Oren. May I take your coat?"
She says, "Yes, thank you very much."
Yeah, he'll take your coat. Give a little bow. He will give a swirl of his fingers, and your coat disappears. And in its place are 2 gemstones, the same color. They look identical. He gives you one, and he puts one onto his little rack.
Nice.
What about Allie? What are you gonna do?
I think she's going to look for our host, the Lord, not the lady.
Yeah.
And I think that the first thing she's going to do is kind of like subtly be like, "How do we get out of here after everything goes down?" See if he has any information for the team.
Yeah, where do you want to head to look for him first? You don't see him in this area. Actually, give me a D8 roll, Alu.
8.
An 8. You see a tiefling, noble woman. You notice her subtly slip a copper ring onto the 3rd finger of her left hand. As she seems to be, you notice that she seems to be moving about, attempting to be unnoticed. She's milling about. You overhear her with your passive perception introducing herself as Adira to some people, but she seems to be searching for something.
Okay. Noted. She's suspicious.
Yeah. While Alu and Holly are looking around, what about Sprocket, Rolan, or Fen?
I think I'm going to cast See Invisibility and head on in with everyone else.
Oh, yes. Sprocket, you cast See Invisibility. You don't notice anything right away, anyone invisible, but you're keeping an eye out.
Yeah, and that lasts an hour.
Yep. Anywhere you want to go in particular, you have kind of that map of the area. If there's a particular area you wanted to check out.
Are there any kind of weird, like, we mentioned at the top about what we do at a party. Is there any weird, like, Feywild tech or, like, grandfather clocks or, like...
So, on the map, it says, let's see. It says the study. I think you would know that like Dowell is a bit of a tinkerer. Um, he might be in the study or the ponder room, kind of one of those rooms if he's not out and about and you're looking for some weird stuff.
Okay, I will walk by those doors. If the door is like open or cracked at all, I will peek my head in. But if they look closed and locked, I'm not going to go snooping just yet.
Yeah, so those are up on the second floor. So you come over, take the stairs up to the second floor. You see some more people milling about. Give me a perception check as you come over to these doors.
I would love to. Pretty awful.
You just see some people. There's like a balcony to look out over the main hall here. But on that, yeah, you notice the door to the study is locked. There is a door next to it that is unlocked.
Okay. If it's cracked a little bit, I'll kind of peek my head in, but I don't really want to be out us immediately.
Yeah, you peek your head into that door, and you do see Dowell.
Excellent.
You see a man with a rich blue coat on he's kind of sits on the edge of a narrow bed. He's got a trimmed beard. He looks like he's starting to show his age. Still young, but maybe a few crow's feet, a few wrinkles around the edges of the eyes. He says, looking to escape the crowds, he's asked with a thin smile. I get that. You're welcome to hide in here with me for as long as you like.
Oh yeah, crowds have never really been my thing. I just heard tale and wonder of your workshop and thought I would maybe sneak a peek if I could, but I don't mean to intrude. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't really have a full workshop. I dabble here and there. This is more of the guest room. Dowell Harpel is who I am. Who are you?
It's Spackle-Stick.
I'll offer up my tiny hand.
Yeah, so you guys, unless you're saying something else, you guys can make some small talk.
Yeah.
All right. While that's happening, what about Rolan and Fen?
Are there any animals about?
You can look for the dog at the party.
Dog at the party?
Like dogs,
There's-
cats, anything that might be like
Better company than anyone else.
You know, like a companion.
Yeah, you're like
Somebody's-
wandering room from room looking for like particular like Feywild creatures.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any, animals, dogs, cats.
Yeah, so I think you
Largely
might
inconspicuous animals that might be allowed among the human
Um,
creatures.
you might wander through the banquet hall where you do notice with your passive perception, you notice like there's two long mahogany tables piled high with sugared plums, decadent gingerbreads, glazed meats. You see two sprites flutter near them, encouraging guests to sample the food. You do see a halfling woman just like stuffing her face. You can tell that even though she's really enjoying the food, her eyes are sharp. She's gauging the crowd. You know this is probably Calda Soft Cheeks. Coming into this door, opening up this door, you don't find any animals, but you do find a tree in the kitchen. And she seems to be making some really good soup.
The tree is making good soup.
Yes, this is a shapely woman. Her skin is like flexible bark. Her hair is leaves. You've actually seen these before. This is a dryad. The scent of herbs and clatter of pots fill this busy kitchen. You see a satyr and pixie cooks. There stands a much taller figure with pale, relatively smooth bark-like skin. Her glassy black eyes survey the kitchen staff with piercing sternness. And if you're looking for animals, she has squirrels and birds fetching things for her while she's making the soup.
Ooh. There you go. Squirrel friends.
She looks at you and she says, well, you certainly don't really look like a guest, but I don't think you're the help, are you?
I mean,
What's
I
your
can be
name,
helpful.
handsome?
I mean, I can be helpful if you need it.
Oh, can you?
Can.
Ooh.
Say the word.
Oh, boy.
I'm known to be helpful. I'm also going to, just for the hell of it, because I got time and to spare, I'm just going to detect portal.
You detect 2 portals.
Do I have some idea of where and how close?
One is in the fountain.
Interesting.
One is northeast in the 2nd floor, the far corner of the hall.
All right. Okay.
You have that like map of the hall. It is, you see where it says main bath. There's a room that says main bath. There's a room on the map northeast of that doesn't have a label. You detect a portal over there.
All right. Interesting. All right. Good to know. I'm going to clock those because who knows? We might need escape route.
Yeah. She says,
other than that,
yeah,
go ahead.
She says, my name's Anisetta. I've been working all day. I got, she kind of rolls her shoulder. I got this knot in my wood. Would you mind working it out?
I mean, anything I can do for the chef, for sure.
Oh my god.
I mean, have you seen her token? She's pretty.
I mean, this is like Fen's kind. This is Fen's type.
Yeah, that's
she's
what
a
I
pretty
was.
woman.
That's what I wanted to talk
My
about.
squirrels hit all their nuts for me. Can I have yours instead?
Yeah, I'm missing seed. No.
Oh my god.
Why are you guys ruining it?
Fen,
Because it's
I was
funny.
gonna say because like this for you, this is a unique experience. Hollyree's a little bit, but she's magical and she's only a half elf. You're a full-blooded elf. The Feywild is your ancestral home. Like you're
the old country.
You lived in Silvery Moon, you lived in the wild of the material plane. But yeah, the Feywild is the old country. As you walk around, as you breathe the air, as you smell smells, everything feels more here.
Nature cranked up to 11.
While you're in the Feywild, Fen, you are going to get advantage on any attack rolls,
Nice.
ability checks, or saving throws.
Oh
If
shit!
we don't get into a fight
Nice.
here, I'm going to be very upset.
It's up to you.
Did you not start one for the rest?
Ben's just gonna start
Fen
throwing.
immediately
must-
punches the cook.
I feel
Find a
amazing.
way. I don't care what happens. We must find a way.
Yeah. So that to make a note, because
there's
this
always
is
a
probably
fight.
going to be. I assume this is going to be more than one session here, but Fen has advantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
Man. he's
Or
juiced.
actually, you know what? I'm going to let you choose. I had 2 ideas for this. You either get advantage all the time, which is nice, or if you find another way to get advantage, you get to roll 3 dice instead of 2 and take the highest.
Oh, elven accuracy, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I find another way to get advantage,
If you get advantage like the normal way,
right?
you're
That
going to
counts for
get to roll
double.
3 dice instead of 2 and take the highest number.
I mean,
It's tough.
The only reason I mention it is because that's a feat called Elven Accuracy.
yeah. The thing is, anything that I'm going to be doing, typically, I already have a pretty big score in. I typically don't need 3 tries.
It's really Elven Accuracy is basically
crit
the
fishing.
crit fishing feat. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
But
I
if
get
you'll already be crit fishing a little bit more if you're just attacking with advantage all the time.
No, I want the advantage. Straight up. Give me
Just
a
straight,
guaranteed
constant.
advantage.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So make a note that you're going to have that while we're here.
Awesome.
Then, so that was Fen. I think the only person we haven't talked to yet is Rolan.
Yeah. I said it before and I'll say it again. Show me to the food.
Yeah. You come in. You're not really paying attention to the people. You sit
nice
down.
To see you. Nice costume. I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, whatever. You get into the banquet hall, and yeah, you can start gorging. This is sorry. In the banquet hall, you see these two sprites. One of them, you sit kind of near. Val comes up. She says, "Hi, I'm Val. You're a big man. You got a big appetite."
Oh, well, nice to meet you. I'm Rolan.
She says, "Oh, lovely. Yeah. Get, please eat as much as you'd like."
Oh, it's delicious. Thank you so much for hosting all this.
She says, "Yeah. We're any guests of Penelope are people that we want to take care of."
Oh, where is she anyway? Oh, good. Oh,
Give
good.
me an insight check as you talk to her.
Okay.
Why does Roland sound like Lenny?
Because his mouth is
He's got
full.
food in his mouth.
All right. Insight. All
Yeah.
right. Not
The food is fucking
It's so
great.
good, you guys. It's why I came.
Val says, "Oh, she's probably mingling and wandering around. I'm sure she's around here somewhere."
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. Where's the drinks at?
She'll says, "What would you like? I can grab you anything."
You have a plague Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, she'll go grab you one. All right. Let's go. Alu was cut a little short. So you noticed the tiefling. Was there anything else you wanted to do other than just kind of walk around looking for the dowel?
I think that, she'd be looking around. She's definitely looking for him. She wants to make sure that they have a way out once they've accomplished what their mission is.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also definitely curious about this tiefling. That's a little sus. She's going to be kind of getting a little closer, listening in, or watching her mouth. Because pretty much as long as I'm watching someone's lips speaking a language that I know, I know what they're saying, which is nice.
Yeah, you with your passive perception, you notice the tiefling. You're watching her as she walks around. She does seem to be communicating. You hear or you see her say, over the course of watching her for a period of time, you see her say the name Meryl Malum, Essadora Crane, and Netheria Nightblossom. And she walks around. You walk around with her, kind of through the halls. You come into like this room here. She seems to be looking for something, and she basically says, "I haven't seen it yet." You come through here into the main hall. Still following her, you notice a dwarf priest is talking with some nobles, but the tiefling to these three names basically is reporting in that she hasn't seen what she's looking for yet.
Gotcha. Do those names mean anything to us? I feel like Essadora Crane is familiar, but
I don't think you. Give me. I would take you need both a history and an arcana check, and the total needs to be 25.
okay, let's see what we can do about that. All right. Arcana and history, both of which I suck at.
No, okay. The names don't mean anything to you.
I honestly, I have never seen rolls so consistently awful. I have a +1. So,
Yeah.
that's not good, but it's
Right.
not terrible.
But
But
you-
I don't
you
think I've
roll
rolled
bad,
a
yeah.
10 in either of those
Ever.
ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know nothing about this world we live in.
No, they are. I mean, you do have the setting stone, so you can talk to each other. So like, Sprocket would tell you, "Hey, I found Dowell." If you Sprocket, you wanted to, you could run the names by other people. Remember that you can communicate with each other.
Yes.
Let's go back to Holly. Holly, you're talking with Orin. You gave him your coat. Is there anything
Yep.
else you want to do with Orin, or do you want to keep exploring?
I want to keep exploring, but she is going to ask Orin if he has seen the hostess, Lady Penelope.
He nods quickly. He says, "Last I saw Penelope, she was speaking to everyone in the Great Hall." He says, the person who I know where they probably are is Dowell. He wasn't feeling well. He's withdrawn to the upstairs guest room for a trice. But Pine Knot, I expect he'll be joining us again before long.
Okay. Thank you very much.
He says, "Are you close friends of them?"
I am close friends with Penelope. I don't know that I'm too familiar with Pine Nut. Not Pine Knot.
What?
What did you say? Isn't that what you just said?
Dowell's name?
You said Dowell, and then I thought you said someone else's name.
He's telling you not to pine.
Oh, I thought that was someone's name.
No. He's just a fey creature. He talks funny.
Pine Knot. Two
Yes.
separate words.
Yeah.
I follow now. Okay. Jesus Christ. She says, okay, thank you. And that's it.
Yeah, where do you want to head next?
She's gonna go into the ballroom.
Yeah. You go into the ballroom, you would see Alu there. I don't think you see the tiefling she's following, but you can tell Alu's kind of observing the crowd. This Alu and Holly, this is there are people dancing here. They're doing like a jaunty waltz. It's a palatial ballroom. Above the dancing crowd spins a glittering chandelier that appears crafted from equal parts silver and frost. You see icicles hang above the ceiling, the vaulted ceiling, sparkling in the light like jewels. There's a bunch of nobles dancing here. There's beautiful ice sculptures and decorations here. Anything the two of you want to do in this room, or just observing at the moment?
Well, I was gonna see if I might be able to use detect magic to see if I can detect. Oh, you know what? Nope, don't use that, Hannah, right? Don't use that, Holly Reese.
Hannah Reese?
I want to use, would I be able to use locate object to see if I can use it to locate the scimitar?
What do you need to know in order to locate object?
Or maybe I can use it to locate Penelope. Says describe or name an object that is
Are you
that is
objectifying
familiar
this
to you.
woman?
You sense the direction to the
Not cool.
object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the
You
object is in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
you did learn about it via legend lore, so you learned a lot about it. I'll let you locate object, the scimitar.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
It is almost directly above you. You look up and you see there's a like balcony to look out on the ballroom,
Like,
but you can't
open?
see. Yeah, it's open, but you can't see up there because it's directly above you right now.
Gotcha.
Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah,
wait.
Holly Reese walk over to. So Holly Reese has spotted Alu. Can she discreetly like tell Alu like just point up or maybe say the word up, mouth it to Alu?
Yeah, Alu would know that. She knows. She can see what you mouth. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Let's cut to Sprocket real quick. You're hanging out with Dowell. Anything you're talking about?
So I think we're kind of shooting the shit for just talking about hobbies and interests for a little while. But then, like, I'm sorry, who's currently wielding the scimitar?
Penelope, his wife.
Okay, Penelope. So I think we're kind of just talking casual for a little while, and then I'll kind of lean in really close to him. I have to like lean up to get to him and be like, I have a couple of questions about the crime you wish for us to perform with your wife. Is there any way you could?
What a way to word that.
Sprocket, baby. Well, we have a letter with him confessing he wants to do a crime.
Yeah, but
so,
keep going.
So this crime, can we? Is there any way you could get Penelope off by herself or some kind of secluded part of the town where we might be able to better persuade her to take the sword from her? Is there any way you can separate her?
Dowell says, his eyes light up as he recognizes, and he says, "I knew Albert wouldn't let me down. You're who he hired? I've been trying to get her to put it down for the past 3 days. She won't get rid of it for anything. She usually keeps the scimitar. We have a vault hidden beneath a pool of water in the bathroom turret. It's guarded by a stone golem. Only Penelope can safely bypass the golem, and only she knows the 3-letter combination to the vault. But she won't. She hasn't put it back. She hasn't gotten rid of the scimitar for anything."
Interesting. So she has it on her right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I can count on you to help separate her later, that would be a great boon to us.
He nods and he says, You mentioned that you have an interest in traps, magical of nature, and interdimensional space. Have you noticed something strange happening?
Something interdimensionally? I mean, other than us being in the Feywild? That's pretty screwy as it is.
He says, yes, but the Paliset, our home, is supposed to be stable. I've seen walls, windows, and doors transform before my eyes. Then suddenly everything is normal again. It actually only started like yesterday, last evening. I'm not sure what to do about it. It seems disturbing. Doesn't seem harmful, but they're certainly weird anomalies.
I mean, that unrelated to being the Feywild. Could I roll an Arcana or something on that to try to get if I have an idea as to why reality might get screwy?
Yeah.
Cool. Arcana. My boy.
So you take a look around, you reach out with your senses, and you notice the window in this room is a little round window. You see like a shimmer, and then it becomes a square window. You, like, thinking about what you've learned, the sword, like the weave, is a powerful magical artifact. If it had indeed been cursed or something happened to it, if there is something unstable and extra dimensional within the sword now, that would be bleeding over and causing these effects.
Interesting. So this very powerful,
Magically radioactive.
radioactive weapon is unstable. Cool. I think that's about all I got. I'll just ask for his help for later.
All right, then let's go back to Alu.
Retroactively, I would just like to use my Vigilant Blessing, I think is what it is. Says if you can give one creature you touch, including yourself, advantage on the next initiative roll.
Ooh.
And I think that I should use that for Rolan, because he makes our enemies sticky.
Sure.
So if he's higher up in our rotation, that works out well for the rest of our party.
Roland, remember that. You start eating faster. Yeah.
He goes extra sticky.
He's ready.
It's that Dragon Ball Z Goku moment.
I've gone full Saiyan
Full
diet.
Saiyan diet, yeah. Awesome. Anything else you want to do now? So Holly pointed up to you, kind of. You'd also notice the balcony above you. There were stairs back in the entrance hall that led up.
Yeah, I think that I would do that. From where I am, I can see this person through this door here.
Which person?
Apparently I opened that. This person.
Yeah, that's like some dude.
I don't know if that was open or closed. Apparently I can open and close that. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, you can open and close
I
doors.
did that on purpose, or if that was already like that.
It was open. You walked through the, like, people are moving through stuff, so doors are getting opened and closed all the time.
Doors do.
Okay, so I'm gonna head upstairs. I think Holly and I came through this area.
Yeah, to go upstairs,
Probably
you come over
would go
here.
through that room.
Oh, sure thing. Yeah, through the room.
And as I go through, kind of like, check it out, not being like too obvious and ridiculous, but just gathering information on the way through.
Yeah, this is a parlor. There's people gossiping and talking amongst themselves here. You notice a couple things. There's like gray shea lounges, a sapphire colored couches. They're arranged about the parlor. It's occupied by a handful of guests. You see a tall pine tree bedecked in tinsel and gilded baubles stands majestically in the corner. That's about it here. They seem to be talking about some people were in the art gallery next door and thought it was pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Then I guess I would head up the stairs with Holly.
Yeah. You go up the stairs, and you come out, and with your passive perception, you do see Penelope. She's north of you, looking out on the ballroom, and she does have the scimitar at her side.
Got it. And is she drow? Or does her token just look drow?
She is not drow. But yeah, her token looks drow. She's like a winter fae, a winter eladrin who kind of look drow.
Got it. Is there anything else around here that I'm noticing? These people, do they look like guards?
No, they just appear to be kind of mingling their guests. A lot of them are talking to her about how nice the hall is. Give me roll me a d6.
4.
Yeah, you something you do notice, like there are these wooden rails on the balcony. The ones near Penelope turn to stone for a moment and then turn back to wood.
Uh-oh.
On that note, we're going to go to Rolan.
Okay.
You're eating? You're eating
I'm eating.
good.
In the neighborhood.
Fen at one point comes out running a dish to you from the kitchen.
Seems to be like the only people of note here are this person who's kind of trying to talk to me that I'm not getting the hint, I feel like. And then this person over here seems to be unique. I don't know.
You want to give me a perception check to notice anything else?
Sure. Perception. 15.
You notice an older, like a wealthy woman, older though. She steps in with a huff, looks around, and then brushes kind of past you rudely as she goes on and goes into the next hall.
Okay. Maybe if she seems distressed or something, I'm just going to grab a plate and I'm going to take it with me.
Sure thing.
And then I will try and find my way over to the door.
Yes.
Here. And I'm going to see where she's off to in such a huffy hurry.
Yeah. As you head out, the halfling doesn't stop eating. She's still eating with one hand, but she reaches out and she's going to grab your wrist. She looks up at you, and she says, Rolan Jatoro, right?
Oh, with a mouthful. Yeah, that's me.
I saw you. I heard about you and your friend's performance at the Northward Tournament. What brings you to the hall?
Oh, one of our team members, Holly Reese, Go Delicately, is very well connected. It seems like so. We're here supporting her socially. Making her look good.
She gives a knowing nod, and then she says, "Well, adventurer's life. We have a penchant for getting into trouble, but try to avoid it here, will you?"
Yep. Won't go looking for it. Looking for a very chill night where everything goes smoothly.
She'll let you go, and you can keep following the older woman.
Yep. Okay.
You watch her as she walks through the hall. She is clearly not dancing with anyone, but she looks around. She sees the dwarven priest, and she immediately makes a U-turn kind of out of there to go in a different area.
Okay. Sees the dwarven priest, so that we know that's probably one of the other team members, right?
Yes. That is Regmer Truecrest.
Okay. I might sort of meander / follow her, but I'm gonna look preoccupied while I'm eating because I am. But no one's gonna pay attention to the guy who's absorbed in his food.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Fen. What about you?
All right, I'm still talking to the tree lady. Yeah.
If you want to be, you don't have to be.
No, I definitely am.
We're past words at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, is the lady with the scimitar, she like
A tree? No.
no,
No,
She's
she's the lady of the house. She's upstairs with me and Holly.
But
on the
you're
balcony.
asking Anacita something.
yeah, is she like does she like have a favorite food or a drink or something?
She ponders that and she says, if you had asked me a couple days ago, I would have said a nice lemon cake, but she doesn't seem to have much appetite these days. She kind of looks at you and she says, "Do you know, some of your ancestors winter fae? You definitely have the look about you."
Yeah, on my mom's side. What's going on with her? How come she doesn't seem to have any appetite these days?
She frowns a little bit. Give me a persuasion check. She seems a little hesitant to talk about Penelope.
I get advantage on this shit, don't I?
You get advantage.
You
on
get
everything.
advantage.
If you are on your sheet and you hold shift, you can roll with advantage. It should look like a green plus.
Yeah, Fenn's back on his old sheet.
Nice.
With a 14, she seems hesitant, but she'll say, Penelope, jobs are never great. Bosses are never ideal, but Penelope was one of the good ones until recently. She's just been in the worst mood. It's not just with us. She's been short with Dowell. He's been staying in the guest room for the past 2 days. After she says that, she shuts up and she realizes she's talking out of turn. And she says, "You should probably head out. We've got a lot of food to prepare."
I mean, maybe I could do you a favor and make your life a little easier. Maybe I could loosen her up a little bit for you.
You went from flirting with the tree lady to
Do you want me to
being
bang your
smarmy
boss?
about
Right.
Want me to just smooth things over
I
for you.
don't know how with such bad game we're married.
I'm sorry, were you under the impression that I was actually here for her?
She's the help.
Yeah.
No, she'll like she's kind of clamming up now. She's said what she said, but she's not really open to more discussion. She says, "Really, this is only for staff. This area is only for staff."
All right. Well,
We know not all things are good here.
yeah. All right. I'm getting kicked out of the kitchen, so I'll go and join Rolan, I suppose. I got nothing else to do with this.
Yeah, give me a D6 roll as you head to join up with Rolan.
All right. Should I do this with advantage too?
No, this is just a D6 roll. You actually get to make a dexterity save with advantage.
Does he need one?
Apparently so.
Seems so.
You're kind of wandering around and you walk past Holly, and you notice that the tiles that you're about to step on turn into a small puddle that's rippling. You step over it, no problem, and then it goes back to the cold stone that you saw before.
Huh.
Do I notice if anyone else noticed this?
It doesn't appear to be the case. No one's really nearby. Holly Reeves was focused on kind of looking up at something. Speaking of which, Holly, it is your turn. What are you up to?
Okay. She's gonna make her way. She wants to make her way up because she wants to go up to the balcony.
Yeah, you can get up there. You get up the steps, no problem. And you see Alu, and Alu is looking at Penelope, who's not looking at you. She's looking at the crowd.
Since I can see directly, since I can see Penelope directly, am I allowed to go ahead and cast the Gaius?
If you
Spell?
want to, we can get into initiative. Yeah. If you're ready to move, if you and Alu are ready to take Penelope, let's roll some initiative.
I feel like maybe we should just wait until we're all a little closer together.
It's up to you guys.
That would be my advice. I was going to, on my turn, use the sending crystal to make sure we're all on the same page about where people are, what I've seen, including the fact that we clearly made the bars stone for a moment, and then they went back to normal. And
Yeah, that's fine.
And-
I don't
and
think I want to
check
get
out-
into initiative just yet.
Okay.
this area, because I think that like somewhere over here.
Yeah. So you essentially want to like meet up and talk.
Yeah.
You can duck in because you Sprocket knows where like Dowell is, so you can head over.
Yeah, I'd stay on the radio that Dow's willing to help us out
And then
where he is.
Roland and Fen, are you heading to the same spot?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Roland, you notice this lady. She's definitely looking around for something, but then you get the word from Alu. And yeah, you all meet up in Dowell's the guest room with Dowell. What all do you want to do? He closes the door. He says, "So you're the team that Albert reached out to?
Bad Dios.
Mm-hmm.
What have you found out so far?"
I think first things first, you got some suspicious characters around here, not including us.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a halfling who's skulking about. Not a halfling. Tiefling. Clearly doesn't want to be noticed and is looking for something. Do you recognize these names? Muriel Malum, Isadora Crane, and Netheria Nightblossom?
You say those names, and his breath stops for a moment. It hitches, and he says, "That is the Crestfall Coven."
Those are the
The
hags
hags
that
are here.
They must be if you heard them here. They've waited many years to get revenge on Penelope for putting a stop to their ill
Fighting
plans.
hags today. Okay. All right. If the curse comes from them,
Are they
maybe
here
if-
to witness it? Whatever is going to happen?
They're looking for something specific. Well, they're looking for something specific. The tiefling seems to be discussing it with them. I don't know how they're communicating.
They might be just watching out for their plans to unfold. It seems like magic's kind of getting distorted, and reality is shifting a little bit.
Yeah,
There seems to be 2 portals in this home. Can you tell us about the second one?
he kind of, at the mention of the hags, you do see Dowell like stretch and flex a little bit. He has a great sword that he starts kind of taking a few practice swings with. He says there's only one portal. It's the fountain. In case of emergencies, if you need to cross out of the Feywild, you can dive into the fountain. Even if the barrier between realms isn't thin, you can still use the fountain to leave. There's a password we use. It is he shares it with you. He says, neither gleaming sword nor magic tome can soothe the soul like hearth and home.
Got it.
But I don't know of a second portal.
There's a second portal somewhere on this floor off of, I don't know, you said the main bathroom? Main bathroom.
He says that there is a safe there, but not a portal. That is Penelope's space, though.
Speak up, Fen. You're the one who detected it.
What? Yeah. I don't know, like... Yeah, I detected it, but so what? That's all I know. All I know is it's there.
We'll say so.
Back me up.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he just say that that's like the place to go to get out?
No. The fountain at the front where we came in is the place to
Right.
go to get out.
That's the
Yeah,
emergency
that's where the
exit.
portal is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Right,
a
but
portal
you-
there.
There's 2 portals. There's one up in that close to the, I don't know, what was it, the bathroom or wherever the fuck that.
Right, but he doesn't know about this. He's saying he only knows of the one.
Yeah, if you want,
So
you
we're
can give me.
saying there-
You can give me insight checks.
All right.
Also, Fen, doesn't your portal sense? We using that?
Yeah, that's what
We
I did.
ping. Oh, that's what you did. Okay.
Yeah, with a 23, Alu, you can tell that he's genuinely confused. He's concerned about his wife. He's ready to go fight some hags because he's kind of a straightforward guy. If there's someone he can punch, he's kind of happier that way.
I'm down
He
with
doesn't. He doesn't know about the portal that Fen detected. The second portal that Fen detected.
Well, Ollie wants to be stealthy and go check it out.
He says, "Yeah, you can cross the hall."
Want to add some pass without trace, Ian?
Do you need it? Are we not supposed to be like, I guess we're like snooping around the place now.
We're snooping in her personal private area.
He says, I can go with you."
Well, Dal, I was gonna see if you could help us maybe remove Penelope from the
Sight?
crowd.
This is her party. I've tried talking with her. She won't listen to me.
Well, can you at least make sure she doesn't come back into the room if we're snooping? Can you at least make sure she stays in the party?
Well, Holly Reese can keep an eye on her. She can, or she says I can talk with her too.
He nods at that. He says, I can try.
All right, Ollie's going to check this out.
Yeah, so you basically can cross the hall. As you cross the hall, you see Penelope is no longer on the balcony.
Oh,
Damn it!
someone got eyes?
Ah!
Go to the balcony and look down.
Somebody get her 20?
Yeah,
What's the duration on locate object? Is it still up, or is that a one-time blip?
It is, shit. It's up to 10 minutes.
What's up to 10 minutes?
The
Locate object.
Locate object.
I'd say that 10 minutes is up. You've been mingling for a while. But yeah, if you go to the balcony and you look down, you see Penelope is out on the ballroom floor now.
Okay.
Oh.
Hollyruse is gonna make her way down to the ballroom floor.
Sure thing. Like dance with some people as a distraction.
Yeah, to see if she can get a little close, or at least stay within range of Penelope.
Yeah, you can stay out on the ballroom floor. All right. What about the rest of you?
Albie's also gonna be with her.
Yes, you can take Albie.
I think I'll stay on kind of lookout and kind of keep an eye on the other direction, and just make sure no one spots us if we're going in the room.
Sure thing.
Can I do a perception check on the door and the room before entering?
Yeah. Holly, Dow will be downstairs kind of dancing with you
Okay.
if you're down for that.
Yep.
Alu, give me a perception check. With the 25, you hear someone shuffling around, clearly like opening shelves and drawers and cabinets and
I'm gonna
chests.
ask her husband to go first because we know she's downstairs and we know someone's in there. So like he has every right to be there, and I'll back him up.
Oh, he's down with Holly right now.
Oh, her husband went with Holly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never mind. Holly's just gonna go in.
Yeah.
She's gonna notify the team behind her that there's somebody in here.
Yeah, let's roll some initiative. Rolan, you get to act first. Alu opens the door. You and Fen are kind of stacked behind her. You see what looks to be a noble woman. You'll stand there, Alu. They'll just move past you. You see a noble woman shuffling through, looking underneath the bed here.
Okay. Noble woman. Okay, and this is Penelope's out on the thing, so we don't know who this is.
Yeah, this isn't Penelope.
Okay.
This is also probably not a noble woman.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably a hag, but we'll see.
Yep.
All right, I'll move through the door here. Maybe if it opens. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. And then, so yeah, if I've moved in there, I will probably just gently say to her, it's rude to go through people's things.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Let's see. We don't I'm going to ready an action. Basically, if this lady turns into what I imagine is a hag, basically, she goes through a transformation, I'm going to be ready to whack her.
Gotcha. All right. The lady's turn. She gets up, turns, sees you, hisses, and you hear her say, "Sisters," to me.
No.
There we go.
She
Use the
is
sending crystal just to notify Holly.
Yeah. She
To
is
me, my X-Men.
not going to change.
Well,
But
damn.
she is going to blast you.
Start blasting.
She's doing a magic missile. Hits you for 15 force damage.
Damn.
Ouch.
Oh. Whew.
Anything else? That's her turn. Anything else? Me? Nope, that's it. Thanks, me. Holly, it's your turn.
All right.
Blow some shit up, Holly.
Let's
She-
do
No,
this.
Holly, use your thing on
Holly
her.
immediately starts blowing people up in the ballroom.
Yeah. So no, Holly
Without
is
purple.
gonna she's gonna use Gia's on Penelope.
Okay.
and I'm gonna command that she hand me the scimitar.
What level is Geas?
I'm so
It
happy it's
is
devolved into
a
this.
5th level spell.
This is the way it always should have been in the first place.
You cast Geas. You see Regmer Truecrest, who's been dancing near you. He holds up his hammer aloft and he says, "In Moradin's name, don't you lay a finger on my friend." He is using a reaction to counterspell your Geas.
No, Cameron! God, you were waiting for that!
He's got to roll. He's got to make an Arcana check. He needs to beat a 15, if I remember the spell right, because it's a 5th level spell.
17.
He has to beat a 17.
No. This isn't the
there's
wisdom
a dynamic
save.
here.
This is counterspell. Counterspell is
3rd level spell.
a 3rd level spell. If you're affecting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So since your spell's 5th level, he has to beat a 15 on his spell casting. Plus 7 to hit with spell attacks. Okay. He counterspells your Geas.
God damn it.
Unless...
Why did you roll his Wilhelm swing pike?
That's just who I
That's
am.
his character.
Fine.
Yeah. Do you have counterspell prepared?
I do.
You could use your reaction to counterspell his counterspell.
This is some
Fine.
Genichiro bullshit.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
he's
have to-
casting counterspell at a 3rd level, so if you do it, it instantly fails. Yeah. You use your reaction to counterspell his counterspell. Your Geas goes through, so Penelope needs to make a level 17 or a DC 17 wisdom save.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. She does make the save.
Oh my god.
It's a roller coaster.
That was pretty unfortunate. She
People-
critted
Oh
that.
my god.
People are shouting and screaming. Dowell is shouting at Regmer to back down. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Now Hollyers is gonna blow shit up. Now she's just mad.
Moving.
So,
Okay.
can I use Albie?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you want to do with Albie?
Great question.
I mean, he has, like, the one thing he does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see
Sometimes
if
freeze ray her. What was the initiative for?
hold on.
Oh.
Which one?
You
One
just
is
rolled
for
a new
Dowell.
person.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use Albie on Penelope and hope to God that it can be something that'll help
Yeah.
with the thing.
Roll me them D4s. All right, you
7.
rolled a 4 and a 3.
So it's 7. A 4 and a 3. So I got a Frost Ray and Telekinetic Ray.
All right, what do they do?
So the Frost Ray, the targeted creature has to succeed on a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw.
All right, dexterity save coming in. 13 makes it. Then what happens?
All right.
Strength save. Fails it.
Ooh,
You
fails it.
push her into the wall.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, we're attacking the host.
I
Great.
believe it's Alu's turn now.
All right, so I'm gonna ask Roland, what's more important, fighting this hag or getting the sword?
I'd say if we take out the hags, the curse is over. We might not have to fight her for the sword.
You think so? But what if we have to fight her?
We take the sword from her now, it's still cursed. Then it's our problem.
Okay, I feel like that's a decent argument. So I shall not go try to steal the sword. I shall help you instead. Okay, I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the hag.
Oh, yeah. 15 does not hit.
Okay.
Well, that's my damage. I don't know why I did that. I need
Oh.
to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the spell. I don't think I need to.
Yeah, you roll a spell. So on your spells, on
Oh.
Guiding Bolt, if you hit cast, it should roll the attack and the damage. And use your spell slot. There we go. 14's a miss.
Nice.
She manages to keep a magic barrier to deflect the guiding bolt. Anything else you want to do?
All right. So as my bonus action, I'm going to give myself steady aim, where I
Ooh,
give
yeah.
myself advantage on my next attack roll.
Yes, noted.
Nice.
Make a note that you have steady aim. Holly Rees.
Yeah.
So, Penelope doesn't seem happy about that.
Well,
You dare command me. You feel ice and frost surround her. She is going to cast.
no.
She's actually going to do a defense. She's going to cast Mirror Image to give herself some defensive ability. She's got her mage armor on. She's casting Mirror Image. And she's going to take her center stage again. Dowell's kind of pleading with her to stop this. You see... actually, you don't see anything. Everyone else sees someone come up out of the floor. You see, and this old noblewoman turns into this like pallid old crone with horns, awful teeth, long claws. She starts cackling and looking at you, Roland. She is going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
Ranged spell attack.
Oh.
That's a miss.
Yay! Thank God.
Sprocket, you're up. You kind of hear clattering and tumbling from Alu and Fen and Roland's area, but you also hear like shouting and magic and explosions from the ballroom.
All right, cool. So, all right, Rolan and Alu have probably got that under control. I'm just gonna kind of. So, is this way like the overlook to the ball area that's down
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Cool. So as I walk by, I kind of peek my head, and it looks like there's now 2 hags in that room with them.
You would need to walk more out of your way to peek in because the doors are kind of staggered.
Okay,
Just
Roland.
shout and be like, shout math.
How many hags are there? Yeah, Alu shouts back 2.
All right, great.
What's going on in there, guys? 2 really ugly bitches. That's what.
So if I get to about this point here, well, with my full 30 feet of movement, is that enough distance to see over the edge and like see the ball area and see Holly and see everyone else?
Not at your height, I think.
Son of a bitch. All right, let's see if this spell actually works. Sorry, I got a new spell and I want to try it. All right, so I got this neat little spell called Hypnotic Pattern. You create a twisting patterns of colors that weave through the air inside of a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature within the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. I want to just kind of take a confetti cannon and shoot it out over the entire dance floor, hopefully not hitting Holly, but is it possible for me to try to, I don't know, just hit as many people down there as I can? Because, like, I don't know if it's something that...
You're firing from the hip 30 feet, like, basically trying to, like, just get over... Like, you know where Penelope is. You think that you might need to actually get to the edge to reach her with that cube.
Okay, well, the cube is 30 feet. The range is 120.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you want to like stick it on the wall over here, basically, to try and minimize getting people that aren't Penelope?
I'm cool with getting... No, I want to get as many party goers as I possibly can.
Gotcha. Well, you don't know where Holly is among the party goers. So what I can do is I'm going to split the party into 4 quadrants, and you roll a d4 and we see which quadrant you pick. And if you land on Holly's, then she's kind of fucked.
Okay, I mean, it could be really bad, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's just sort of a. All right, if it goes haywire, we'll help Holly next turn. I'm just gonna I hear there's a lot of commotion. I hear shouts, and it sounds like a brawl.
Well, yeah, give me a d4 roll, if that's what you want to do.
Do I don't have any better ideas. Let's go. That's a 1. Was that a 1?
Oh, a 1? A 1, Holly was not in area 1. A 1 hits 4 people. What do they need to do? Wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw over a wisdom saving throw within the 30-foot cube, and essentially what happens if they fail, they just get charmed and dazed for a little while. So,
all right.
Hopefully, there's not a lot of witnesses
4
to
wisdom
a fight.
saves. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the DC?
18.
18. All right. Only 1 makes the save. Everyone else is in fact charmed. Actually, I'm going to say... So hold on. First one makes the save. Everyone else is charmed.
While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
With that note, I'm going to make 3 more saves. Because something else is here. That was...
Uh-oh.
You caught it. Well, no one else could see it. All right. Wisdom saves. 1, 2, 3. Again, 2. Holly Reeves, you see 2 of the ice-like decorations seem to transform into little flying ice imps, but they're just kind of standing there woozily along with 3 of the dancers, the people dancing.
Okay.
All right. That was Sprocket's full turn, I think.
I could have bonus action maybe to shove myself forward, but whoops, forgot it.
Fen, you're up.
Okay. Killing the hags breaks this curse. Is that correct?
Maybe. We don't know.
At the very least, it's one less thing to do or to worry about. But I
We
think
can only hope.
Cameron's trying hard not to make a face.
Because
One of your players.
I don't
Guess
like...
something.
What have we learned? We've learned that Cameron is not great with the poker face. I think that actually
avoiding
needs
eye
to
contact
factor
with the camera.
I think his stupid face needs to factor into our decision-making process here.
Well, to Nate's point, destroying the hags is probably just not a bad idea in general.
They're not here for good purposes, right? So,
And to be fair, it's probably the people I
fair.
have the most chance of making some impact on, I would imagine. Fen's ability set. Okay, so here's the problem though. I can't see anything on this fucking map right now. So
All you gotta do is step past Alu and you will. Here, step over here.
Alright, I'm gonna step in there. Alright. Where are the hags? Is this a hag here? What is this?
Yes, that's a hag.
Okay. No one's been attacked to date, correct?
Rolan looks a little fucked up.
He's
been
But he hasn't hit anybody.
No, they didn't trigger my weighted action.
I guess technically she
She's
triggered,
ready to
but
go.
she's out of range, right?
Okay.
She
Yeah.
transformed.
Well, we are blown as blown can be at this point, which is awesome. I love that. So let's go ahead and get loud. In the words of Michael Keaton, let's get nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack this chick here,
Yes.
but I am going to use Hunter's Mark first.
Nice. This
per
one?
usual.
The purple one?
Yeah, that one. Yep, that's correct.
Awesome.
All right. And I'm actually, like I said, we're going to get nuts. So
Get
Dan's
nuts.
going to
Get crazy.
right up close and personal.
Yeah.
And we're going to do max damage if we can with the sword.
You get to attack with advantage.
And we're going to attack. That's why we're doing it. So I'm going to attack with the sword with advantage, and I'm not going to fucking miss. All right?
You're gonna hit him so hard. It's gonna be so
Do you hear me?
cool.
Do you
It
hear
all
me?
would be
gonna
clap. Not
very
gonna miss.
impressive.
D&D gods,
Ready
we're
to
not
clap.
gonna miss.
Miss.
It's gonna be perfect.
We are not gonna miss.
You're not
Double
gonna
crit.
miss.
Double
You
crit.
got it.
Danny,
Double
give me
crit.
that. Give me that crit mojo, Danny. Give it to me.
I am visualizing. I'm believing it. I believe it
Thank
so
you.
hard.
21.
21 hits.
21.
Nice.
One of
Excellent.
them was 20.
Excellent.
I shall take it. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's damage, which will not register, but I'm gonna roll it anyway in here.
Hey, it worked.
Wow, what the fuck happened?
14
Slashing.
damage, and then give me the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. All right. Hunter's Mark is coming. That's a D6, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Hey, that's
Ooh,
not bad.
Nice.
19.
19.
All right, we are attacking again. Same thing. Also,
Light her
this is also with advantage, yes?
Yes. It's as long as
You
you're hanging
got-
out here, you got advantage.
Got
You're-
home field
The
advantage.
air's clean. You feel 26 hits. You whip your hair back and you see it's maybe a little like viney instead of like hair.
I'm looking ultra sexy right now, baby.
Yeah.
Is that tree lady watching?
You're glistening. Well, she's in the kitchen.
Damn it. All right. Well, can't win them all. All right, well, that hits, so I'm going to go for damage again. Refresh my memory. Sorry, we don't play enough for me to remember. Do I get
Hunter's Mark
on this?
everyone.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
It's the planar warrior
It's
one.
planar
only
warrior that does it.
does
Yeah,
once.
it was one or the other. Yeah.
But the
All
good
right,
news
here
is
comes
these are
damage.
some juicy, thick old ladies. So you'll get a chance
Yes.
to do both. 15, awesome.
6.
And
That was a
a
good
18.
fortunate roll at the end there.
Yeah, I know.
2 massive hits. That was almost 40 damage. She doesn't look bloodied yet.
Fuck
all right.
me.
Wow.
Fine.
Yeah.
Somebody help.
Her
Maybe.
speed is also reduced by 10 feet. Just
Come a
FYI,
running.
Yeah.
for this turn.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Come a running.
We're back
That's
at the
all I
top
got.
of the initiative order. I'm going to move a little further and then we'll call this an episode. Dowell is seeing what's happening. Dowell's going to try and buy you some time, Holly Reese. He is
Okay.
going to transform into his werebear form. And he just grows into this large bear. And he roars at Regmer and he tries to wrestle and grapple him down to prevent
Nice.
Regmer from interfering. They're buddies, but they're both big boys. All right,
Guys being
Dowell
dudes.
and Regmer is going to resist it. Yeah, Dowell has Regmer grappled. You see another hag manifest in this room. Roland, it hasn't been your turn yet. She is going to manifest and transform, I think within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. My held action, I think I get 1.
Yes.
So, okay. Let me do that real fast. That's a crit.
Oh, that is a crit.
Nice. Nice.
All right. I'm going to swing that. That's 10. I'm going to swing another D10.
Yep.
All right, that's 16. Can I throw a
Maneuver? You can.
maneuver? Sweet.
What maneuver?
That's what I'm looking at right now. Can I do a trip attack?
Yes.
DC 17 strength save.
All right.
I also need to roll another D8 for the damage.
Yeah. And the D8 you won't double, right? But
I don't know.
I guess
I don't
does
know.
it count as being added to your weapon damage? If it does, then you double it.
I believe so.
If then roll me another D8.
Yeah, trip check. Yeah, add the total to the damage roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, another one. So let's see, 10, 16, 21, 24 damage total.
Yep.
And she is not knocked prone.
No, she makes
she has
the
to
save.
she just makes it.
Yeah. You slam into her knee. She kind of buckles a little bit but stands tall. And she says, "What's wrong, little boy? You don't like what you see? Don't worry, you don't have to see anything." The three hags begin glowing with a purple malevolent energy as their magical energies reciprocate with each other. She now has access to more spells.
Oh, no.
Excellent.
You see her eyes become an inky void imbued with dread power. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, perfect. Just
Cool.
my skill here. All right.
DC is 15.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
She gets to pick. Does she want you to be panicked or sickened? She's gonna put you to sleep.
What about
Let him go.
wait. Can I use one of my portents?
It wouldn't do
Oh,
anything
Rolan?
because Rolan needs to make the save. He's got a +1, so
I
giving
follow.
you
You
a
only have
5
five.
would just be 6.
Gotcha.
Why didn't you use your portent when she was resisting the Geas?
Too late now.
That's a great question. That's a great question. I think I was too ashamed. I was too embarrassed when the one guy was like a reactive spell.
Oh. Okay, so you're going to fall asleep. You'll wake up if you take any damage or if another creature uses their action to shake you awake. But Roland is
I am
going
asleep.
Betty by. Yep. And with the three hags united, we are going to call this an episode. Down below, Holly's kind of taking an Archmage on by herself with the Archmagi's friends maybe coming into the picture. Up top, we have Coven-empowered Night Hags to deal with. How will our brave adventurers get out of this one? Tune in next time to Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. We'll catch you all later. Bye!
Bye, everybody.
We're boned.